I am so glad I had two big non-scale victories this week because the scale, not very victorious. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, my name is Susan, and I'm documenting my journey to lose 80 plus pounds in a safe, sane, and sustainable way, and I have just slightly over 27 pounds off so far. I'm not a doctor or nutritionist or fitness coach. This is just me sharing what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and I am currently using the Weight Watchers digital app for my weight loss plan. Okay, so this week is week 22, and I had my 6-month doctor's visit. I had my blood drawn the week before, so we went over all my tests, and she's very happy with my weight loss progress and just wants me to keep going. We discussed what I'm eating, how I'm exercising, and nothing's going to be changing. She's really happy with my progress. So much so that my blood pressure is really, really good for me. And I've been on blood pressure medicine for since my 30s, actually. But there's also a strong genetic tendency to have high blood pressure on my mom's side of the family. So even the skinny non-smokers still had to be on medication. So there is that component. But I know from the past that my blood pressure really does spike the heavier I am, and it does come down when I lose weight. So she wants me to be under a BMI of 30, and we'll revisit the second medication that I'm on. And if all goes as planned and I keep staying the path, hopefully the next 6 months I'll be able to get off that other medication and be medication free, which would be awesome. The second non-scale victory is, and this is strictly from how I've changed the way I'm eating. I have been anemic for a couple years. I was prescribed a prescription supplement for iron. I didn't like the way it made my stomach feel, and it affected my digestive tract and constipation. I really felt awful every time I took one of those pills. So I pretty much stopped, but I make sure I eat red meat once a week. I'm not a big red meat eater, but once a week I have some red meat, and I've definitely increased my consumption of different beans and, of course, dark leafy vegetables and greens. So yeah, as far as my blood tests are concerned, I am no longer anemic either. So two big health victories. The scale this week, 0.2. And yeah, 0.2 pounds off. Now, the last week when I filmed, I was, for my points value, negative. So I had eaten through my weeklies. I had eaten through my activity points. But for this week that just passed, I really reined it in, and I had 34 weekly points left over. So I didn't eat through all that. You would think that would equate into more weight loss. This week, it did not. I don't know. I didn't have any binges or any kind of tragedies. It's what my body's doing. If I have another week like this of barely any loss, then I think I need to tweak something or revisit. Maybe there's something, maybe I need to lower my carbs a little bit. I mean, as far as activity goes, I'm exercising, I'm doing strength training. Everything's working out well in that department. And certainly it's working out in the health department too. So yeah, I mean, I don't lose weight next week, or it's a very small loss. I may need to tweak something. And I had somebody post, they had watched one of my what I eat in a days, what I did the 0 points food. And they were saying that for their program, they're on Weight Watchers, that a points value for a banana for them is 3 points. So I'm assuming they are doing the diabetic plan where fruits and certain starchy vegetables and grains have points values. It's a little different. So watch out for carbohydrates and sugars. I'm not quite sure what that noise was. So I just need to educate myself on that diabetic plan. And I may actually try that out just to help me see maybe I am eating too many carbs, too many sugars, and that may be slowing my progress down. I can't see me needing to lower my calories more. I'm sticking around a 1,600 calorie a day range, and I'm either slightly under it or right on target, maybe slightly over sometimes, but that's my goal. I don't want to start really restricting calories too much and get into problems with not being able to eat enough. But we'll see. Maybe it's just like kind of a little bit of a plateau I'm in, or it could be because it's summer and I retain more water. Not sure what's going on there. So I'm giving it one more week, and then if there's an issue, it doesn't change, it may be time to tweak, either bring my calories down just something small like 1550 a day, or I would probably go ahead and adjust my carbs down a bit first before changing calories. And there's two areas where I'm absolutely terrible. One, I am not drinking the water I need to be drinking, especially for the amount I'm sweating. That could be a factor. And number two, my sleep is still awful. I mean, really under 5 hours asleep. That could be it too. You don't sleep, that bumps up cortisol and all those other things. So I think work on those: sleep, water, revisit, and see what kind of weight loss I have, if there's any change next week. And then I may have to tweak the diet a little bit. But yeah, so far everything's working out really well. I'm happy with my blood pressure coming down, being taken off one of my medications. I'm happy to be no longer considered anemic. And then I do have some new lab tests scheduled. She wants to check out all my hormones, my testosterone, progesterone, and estrogen, all those good things, my thyroid, and there was another test too she wanted. A metabolic panel, and then my thyroid. So we'll see if there's anything else going on there. So that's the news for this week. And if you are liking this content, please hit that like button, subscribe, share, and as always, please comment. And I'll be back on Monday with what I eat in a day. I hope you have a great week. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.